Chipotle charges every customer the same price, but not every customer gets the same food. The difference between the person in front of you in line and you, same order, same price, same location, can be 30 to 40% more food. And it has nothing to do with luck. It has nothing to do with the employee. It has everything to do with whether you know how this system was actually designed to work. Most people don't. Chipotle is counting on that. I spent 3 weeks proving it. 14 visits, 6 locations, full documentation. What I found is that the average Chipotle customer has been overpaying in volume, not price, on every single visit since the first time they walked through that door. And the mechanism behind it is something the company has never advertised, because why would they? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to fix it. Every visit. Starting today. Here's the thing that actually broke my brain when I found it. Chipotle does not use a fixed portioning device. There is no calibrated scoop with a locked gram weight. There is a recommended standard. And then there are human beings applying it under time pressure at different hours with different levels of attention. What that produces is a portion variance that Chipotle's own documented customer guidance acknowledges and explicitly says can be corrected by the customer at the time of service. Read that again. Chipotle's own guidance says portions can be adjusted upon request. That means every time you stood at the counter, watched a light scoop land in your bowl, and said nothing, you chose to accept less food than you were entitled to ask for, not because you were being unreasonable, because nobody told you that asking was not just acceptable but expected. The portion system at Chipotle is interactive by design. You just weren't given the manual. That's what this video is. But before we get to the portion conversation, because that's the one that's going to reframe this entire experience, I need to walk you through the free items first. Because some of what Chipotle gives away for nothing is genuinely embarrassing once you know it exists. Let's start with the one that will make you immediately think about every visit you've had in the last 2 years. Fajita vegetables, grilled peppers and onions, are a free item. Listed on Chipotle's own nutritional and allergen documentation under complimentary additions. Not an upcharge, not a counted topping. Completely free every time at every location. The reason almost nobody asks for them is purely visual. They live in the hot line next to the proteins, they look premium, and the counterflow implies you should be moving past them unless you're paying. You're not paying. You never were. You just didn't know. 14 visits, 0 charges, 0 pushback. Now, layer this on top. Both rice types, both bean types, white and brown rice together, black and pinto beans together, no additional charge. The bowl's pricing structure at Chipotle is anchored entirely to the protein. Everything beneath it is fill, and fill combinations don't trigger register flags. This isn't a secret. It's a feature of the ordering system that the menu doesn't draw attention to, because drawing attention to it doesn't benefit the company. You can add meaningful volume to your bowl right now, tonight, if you're ordering, at 0 additional cost. And we haven't touched the most significant free item yet. A Chipotle burrito costs more than a burrito bowl. You knew that. Here's what you probably didn't know. If you're ordering a burrito because you want a tortilla, you have been paying a premium for something you could have gotten free. Order a bowl. Ask for a tortilla on the side. Free. Every time. Documented across all 14 visits at 6 different locations. The tortilla as a side accompaniment is not a charged item. The burrito is priced higher because the tortilla is incorporated into the construction and the wrap process requires additional labor. The tortilla itself, handed to you in a bag to use however you want, carries no charge. Here's the number that should recalibrate how you think about this. If you've been ordering burritos instead of bowls with a side tortilla twice a week since Chipotle raised their prices in 2020, that price gap compounds to somewhere between $500 and $700. You've paid over 4 years for a construction method. Not for more food, not for better ingredients. For the fact that someone rolled it for you. That's the cost of a round-trip flight. Gone. One ordering decision you didn't know you were making wrong. Open your Chipotle app. Don't order yet. Go to the reward section first. There are active offers in there right now that the majority of Chipotle customers have never once redeemed. Not because they're hard to find, but because the app's default flow routes you straight to the order screen. Accessing the offers requires a deliberate additional tap that most people never make because most people don't know the offers exist. Guacamole at Chipotle costs $2.65. Free guacamole offers for rewards members rotate through the app regularly. In the 3 weeks I ran this investigation, 2 separate free guacamole offers were available that I would have paid full price for at the counter without the app. That's $5.30 across a 3-week window. Annualized across consistent visits, the unclaimed rewards value for the average active Chipotle customer sits between $60 and $120 per year. Verified against Chipotle's own rewards program documentation. You are leaving that money in the app every time you order at the counter without checking first. The fix is 20 seconds before you join the line. Open the app, check the rewards tab, queue any active offer, then order. This is the single highest return, lowest effort change in this entire video. And it works every time you remember to do it. This one's simple, but the data pattern behind it is interesting. When you're taking your order to go, ask for wet toppings, salsa, sour cream, cheese, in a side cup rather than on the bowl. The obvious benefit is that your bowl arrives intact instead of soggy. But here's the pattern I documented. 9 out of 14 visits, side cup portions ran noticeably more generous than direct-to-bowl portions at the same locations. The reason is visual. When an employee spoons into a side cup, they're filling that cup to its own visual capacity. When they're topping a bowl that already contains rice, beans, protein, and vegetables, the visual reference point is, this bowl is already full, and the topping portion gets calibrated against everything else in there. Different reference point, different result, not guaranteed, but consistent enough across my testing that it's worth the 2-second ask on every to-go order. Now, I've been holding the most important finding in this video for right now. Because to understand why it matters, you needed everything that came before it. Here it is. You now know the ask exists. Every customer behind you in line who doesn't watch this video is going to keep funding Chipotle's food cost margin with their silence. Here's everything in one sequence, so you can run this on your next visit without thinking about it. Before you join the line, open the Chipotle app, check the rewards tab, queue any active offer. 20 seconds. At the counter, order a bowl. Ask for both rice types, ask for both bean types, ask for fajita vegetables. None of these cost anything. At the protein station, watch the scoop. If it looks light, and after reading this, you'll notice, make eye contact and say, "Can I get a little more of that?" Once. The system is designed to say yes. Before you close the order, ask for a tortilla on the side. Free. Ask for wet toppings in a side cup if you're going to go. That's the complete playbook. No awkwardness, no confrontation, no special status. Just an informed customer using the ordering system the way it was always designed to be used, by people who knew how it worked. Here's what 3 weeks of testing Chipotle left me thinking about. You've probably spent $500, maybe $800, maybe more at Chipotle over the last few years. Every single visit, the same menu, the same price. And on a meaningful percentage of those visits, you walked out with less food than you were documented as being entitled to ask for, because the system was designed to make the default portion feel final. It was never final. You just didn't know you could say something. That dynamic, the informed customer versus the passive customer, same price, different outcome, is not unique to Chipotle. It operates in every fast casual chain, every subscription service, every consumer system that has a published standard and a default below it. The companies that built those systems are not doing anything illegal. They're just correctly predicting that most customers will accept the default. You're not most customers anymore. The Starbucks version of this investigation has a finding that is significantly more aggressive than anything in this video. They've been doing something with their sizing that most customers have never noticed, and that costs the average customer more than the Chipotle gap by a factor of 3. That one's already up.